Look, so it's come to my attention that a lot of you guys want to make some extra cash. And I understand today's a tough economy. Prices are skyrocketing and your wages aren't. So it's tough for you guys to be able to afford things. So you want some extra cash, whether it be to be able to buy some more food, go out on that trip with your family or your wife. It really doesn't matter. But in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how you can start a $295 per day side hustle that doesn't require hours upon hours of work that you have to dedicate out of your life on this business model. And so to start things off, I'm going to tell you guys that this isn't going to be easy, right? It's going to take time and it's going to actually require effort. Things aren't going to come easy. You're not going to become rich overnight. And to be honest, this business model isn't going to make you rich unless you want to scale. But I'm telling you guys this to just give you some extra cash, whether it be every single day, a few times a week, it doesn't matter. But I can almost guarantee you if you apply what I say in this video, you can easily go make cash tomorrow. And it's actually a super simple business model. You're not going to be selling a product, but more so a service. Services are much easier to sell because you can actually start marketing and sell them today, right? There's multiple things you can do. You can knock doors, you can run ads online, you can do all sorts of forms of marketing and sales. When you're selling a service compared to selling a product, you have to have social media pages, you have to have all sorts of things prior to being able to sell a product rather than a service. And so in this video, I'm going to be using window cleaning as the primary example. And the reason why is because I've been very successful in it at a very young age. And so I'm going to tell you exactly how you can do the exact same thing. Most of you guys probably have that one friend or that one friend group you've heard talk about it in school or in college, whatever you're doing, talk about how they want to go start some lawn mowing business or window cleaning business and do door to door. Yet they don't even last a week because it's actually hard. But if you have the proper guidance and you know what you're doing, you could sell just about anybody on the door with the right tactics. And step number one is going to be to watch my sales video. I'm going to put it up here. It's got sales training and it's going to teach you exactly how you can sell on the door more efficiently and actually beat these rookies who come out and they tell you they're going to make $150K in one summer. But the truth is they're not. And especially because they don't have the experience, nor do they actually want to become better in life. And step number two is going to be to pick your service, right? I talk about it in my video. You could pick window cleaning, gutter cleaning, online sales, online coaching, whatever you want to do. Pick your service and study it. I want you to study it for a few hours. Watch a few YouTube videos. You can watch my YouTube videos. I talk in depth on multiple different types of services. You can watch my videos, watch other ones, research the subject and topic until you know a good amount about it, right? You're not going to go into some service or field without knowing about it. That's what you need to do. A lot of people want to start some business that they have no clue about. It's just not possible. And so after you've researched a little bit, you've learned a little bit about sales, next step is going to be to go and knock some doors, right? It's the easiest and most simple and quickest way you can actually make some cash. I don't want you running ads yet. You need to be at least doing $5,000 to $10,000 a month if you want to be running ads. And the reason why is because most people do not have the money and they just aren't big enough, right? That people aren't going to see your company. They're not going to see the results. So you need to wait a little bit to run ads. So as of now, getting started with your service is going to be door-to-door sales primarily. Now, after you found a middle to upper class neighborhood that's actually doable for you to do as a beginner, what I mean by doable is, the gutters don't want to be too slanted if you're doing gutter cleaning. The windows can't be too high and too crazy to clean just because you don't have the proper equipment and you're not experienced enough. So start off with basic middle to upper class homes because simply these people have more money to throw away at something like window or gutter cleaning. The poor, lower class people, and I'm not saying this to be rude, they just don't have that much money to throw away for something like that. Now, after you've knocked some doors and sold your service for a few $100s minimum, right? You don't want to be charging low prices simply because it's not worth your time. Minimum $80 to $100 per hour, depending on what you're offering. But once you've sold your service, then you can go home, research it, send out reminder texts to your clients for the next day or whenever you're doing them. And after you've done that, go to Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart, or Target and actually get the equipment in order for you to actually complete the job and get paid. Now, once you've gotten the equipment, I want you to do your own home. Whether you're living with your parents, you're in an apartment, I want you to practice on your own home. That way you're experienced a little bit and you know what you're doing, right? Whether it be window or gutter cleaning or whatever sort of service you use. And the reason I say those two is simply because I'm very experienced in those and I know what I'm talking about. And now after you've practiced on your home, you've gotten the equipment, you have a sale lined up for the next day or whatever, it may be the same day, then you're going to go to the job and complete this. I don't care if it takes you 4 or 5 hours, you're going to do the best job possible. That way you can get paid. And after you do this, you've made a few $100s, you start to compound. And if you have the money ready to go, I would buy the best equipment possible for your business. That way you can get started right away and make even more money. Now, most people don't want to invest 2, 3, 4K into the right equipment just starting up because they don't have the faith or belief that they're actually going to be making money from this. But I can promise you with the proper equipment, you can easily make money much quicker. And once you delegate this to one of your workers, whether it be your friend, a relative, whoever it may be, you've delegated this, All you have to do is get sales. It's very simple. So after you've gotten the proper equipment, you've done multiple jobs, so you have a little bit of experience, and you know what you're doing in sales just a little bit, then you can delegate, right? And most people wait too long to delegate, and it's the reason they don't scale quick enough. You could easily get to 10,000 within the first month or two inside your service business, but after you can delegate, the person doing the service, so you're not working in the field anymore, is the day you start to create financial freedom for yourself. And all you have to do is fill your cleaner's schedule and it's cash flow. Once you get a cleaner who's actually reliable, does a good job, it's super easy. This business model is so good that it's actually unsaturated. It's a gold mine. And especially if you're living at home and your expenses are minimized, it's so easy to stack up insane amounts of cash if you do this. So I'm telling you right now, if you have at least 2 hours a day to go out and knock doors and sell on the door and then fill your cleaner schedule, you can easily be making $400 or $500, even $700 per day, if not more, if you do this properly. And now once you have some experience in this field, you know what you're doing, you have a cleaner, you have the sales experience, it's super easy to scale from there, right? After you're able to get sales every single day, which most likely you're not, because that's really just the reality of sales. There's days where I don't get sales and there's days where I sell multiple thousands of dollars. It's just a reality and how life is, especially as a salesman. Door-to-door is hard. It's extremely hard, and I've struggled in it. But once you struggle, you're going to succeed. And now you've actually got a business, not a glorified job. A lot of people online, they're going to tell you that they own a business, or your friend says he owns a business, but the day he stops working is the day the business stops working. If you cannot leave and go on a vacation for 5 days or longer, and your business cannot still generate money, you do not have a business. You have a glorified job. Yes, it's well paying, but you don't have a business. And now once you have a proper system in place, it's super easy to scale from there, or you could just keep it at what it is, right? A few $100s per day, if not more, just steadily coming into your bank account, and you can start investing that money. It'll start to compound. You can start investing back into your team and company and actually start buying even more equipment, get another cleaner, start filling their schedules even more and make even more money. And so if you guys want an in-depth video on exactly how you can do this, and I will tailor it to whatever you guys comment. If you want me to go in-depth on how you could do this for pressure washing, gutter cleaning, online sales, comment down below and I will make an in-depth video on it. And I will tell you guys exactly what you need to do. Hope you guys have a good day. Let's get it.